Do 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 do. Beady 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 do. Beady 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 do. Greetings. Welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. I am your host, Big Bacon, coming to you from the sanctity of the underground bacon bunker. Today we're going to be looking at the first wave Infinity Series Marvel Legends Iron Man Mark III. This was actually the first purchase I ever made from the Nerdzoic toy shop. So, if you get a chance, look for Nerdzoic. Link will be in the description. Check him out. He runs his own store. And, yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So, as we tend to do during my reviews, we're going to start with the accessories. Then we're going to look at the figure. Check out his articulation, decide how we're going to gear him up, and get him up on the shelf. So, he comes with the fully helmeted head. Now, this actually came on the figure. I've got his alt head on there. This metallic red looks really good. Nice metallic gold. A little bit of that bluish white in the eyes to give that a little bit of that glow effect. Sculpt is, well, it's on point for the Mark III. He comes with a set of repulsor hands. These are not articulated. They only go on the one way. So if you're holding the arm out, it faces outward. Now there are no pegs, so you can't blast effect these. And looking here, the paint on the reactor is, that's just a little bit off. Not quite there. Because of the sculpt of the figure, if his hand's straight out, this wrist cover has to be angled as well. So we'll check and see how those look on him in a bit. As is typical with Iron Man, he comes with 2 blast effects. These do actually peg into his feet. We'll see that as we go. Love this. First off, the translucency of it is nice. But then you've got a tapered color effect starting up here and getting darker as it goes down. Beautifully done. And he comes with a couple of extra pieces. Got a little bit of dust or something on this one. That actually peg into his forearm. So you got the opened area shield that he uses at the end of the movie. And then you've got the missile launcher. Now this is not quite accurate to how you see it in the movie, but still a nice looking piece. Moving on to the figure. As I said, I've got the alt head on there. So this one has the gold mask lifted up, and you could see Tony Stark in there. Sculpt on that is beautifully done. Paint is nice. Looks like he's a little bit side-eyed. But still, mustache, the little goatee, beautiful. The whole body has this nice hot rod red, this metallic red from head to toe, with some gold accenting all the way around it. There are a couple spots with some darker coloration. Obviously different plastic here for the joints. The paint there around the reactor gives it that glowing effect. All in all, this is a beautiful looking figure. Articulation wise, head is on a dumbbell joint, so he'll look up that far, look down that far. It almost moves like there's a hinge up in there, but there isn't. You get some great tilt with this one, and rotation. Arm hinges up to 90 degrees. Should have straightened that arm out before I began. So this is a rubbery over piece that pegs into the peg hole. There's no butterfly joining. Arm will rotate all the way around. Heavy detenting, as you can hear. Double jointed pinless elbow. does not go full range, but it's a much nicer looking joint than 90% of them we get. Bicep cut up here for rotation. Hand rotates. Horizontal hinging on this hand. Horizontal on this hand. He has a torso cut. Now, starting at station 0, he goes back that far. He goes forward that far, which is actually really good. Although it does open up the joint in the back there. You got rotation there, but not great rotation. And you do get some tilt. Legs will come out this far, which is beyond 90 on the one leg stand. Drop down hips, which you don't get with very many Marvel Legends. Kick out to 90. There's a thigh cut up underneath the armor here. Double jointed knee is semi-pinless. So we got a pin on the top portion, no pin on the bottom. Which leads me to believe that this thigh is reused from somewhere else. Goodness, that's a difficult joint. So, double jointed robotic knee, he can kick his own ass. Foot, there is no boot cut, no ankle rotation. Foot will hinge back barely, but this flap on the back keeps pushing it forward. Moving forward, you get no real tilt, but there is a rocker joint. You get minimal use out of it because of the hang down on the sides. Now, the head does pop off. We'll put the helmeted helmet back on him. If we can get the helmeted helmet back on him. It's not feeling like it wants to cooperate right now. So like I said, we're not going to switch the head out on that one. But what we will switch out sorry, I'm having to... Okay, that doesn't want to pop out either. But that was more than willing to pop out. Okay, trying to find a hand that will... Okay, so that one came out. So, pegging this hand in, you just push it straight in, and it doesn't articulate, it just stays like that, which gives you the open hand shot look, or the flight effect. Now, you might notice that something's missing. That's right, this piece here is the piece of armor that pegs in and out of the forearm. You can remove it. You can... Which way is forward? That way is forward. So with a little bit of work, yeah, this is a really gummy piece. So trying to get it to fit into here requires either an act of God or Congress. Yeah, it's wanting to spread instead of going in. But it gives this effect. Like the armor opened up and has extended itself. It's not as large as in the movie. We have the rocket piece, which, as you can see, trying to push it in is just bending it in different directions. So I got two that are impossible to put in, and then one piece that doesn't like to stay in. Go figure. So, yeah. I think this is probably how I'm going to display him. So, what do you say we take a moment and get him up on the shelf? Because I'm tired of not having an Iron Man up there. Oh, I did forget something else I told you I would show you. So, bottom of the figure has 2 peg holes. Will these actually go in? There we go. So if you get yourself a nice flight stand, get the helmeted head on him, you can get a nice flight effect for him. A nice flight look. Unfortunately, today nothing seems to want to work with me. Okay, yeah, the ankle does rotate there, but not by much. This one I tested earlier was just being a little tricky. So, what do you say? Let's get the legs straightened out a little bit. Find that center of balance. There we go. Now let's get them up on the shelf. And there you have them. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time.